I drive these streets nearly every single day, and every year I can't wait for the Singapore Grand Prix to begin. And it's a fantastic circuit. We start under the awesome atmosphere of the main grandstand, heading towards turns 1, 2, and 3, a fast little chicane section. From here, we move on and get a great view of the Singapore Flyer as we approach turn 5. Exit speed really important here. Going down Raffles Boulevard, past Millennia Tower, and the sound as we go through the tunnel under Marina Square is unbelievable. Coming out of the tunnel, we've got a section of 3 90-degree turns that will give us a good look at the Swiss Hotel. After turn 9, we head up St Andrews Road, past City Hall and the Supreme Court into a tricky little chicane area where you want to avoid the big ripple strips because they will launch you into the wall. We go across Anderson Bridge and back along Esplanade Drive, coming to a hard braking section at turn 14. Love this next section along Raffles Avenue as we get a great view of the floating football stadium and all the boats on the water. Underneath the grandstand, as we take another look at the Singapore Flyer through turns 20 and 21, into the final left-hand sweeper through turns 22 and 23 as we come back across the start-finish line.
The Singapore leg of the PCCA has to be the jewel in the crown of the entire series. I mean, and that's original because it's a beautiful racetrack, beautiful scenery, beautiful parties all around. I think it has to be the highlight of the entire series.
Of course, it's a highlight for us. This is a home event. We're very excited. It's a great opportunity for us to get more involvement in Motorsport Singapore. And especially we're having Yuey Tan, our race driver, who's going to be racing in the PCCA, a support race for F1. With his recent set pace, I think he's going to do really well. And we're looking forward to something they can bring back for all of us this time.
The jewel and the crown of Asian Carrera Cup. Everyone looks forward to Singapore, and anyone who wants to do a race, if they're doing a one-off, that's the one race they want to do. And for Yuey, it's his home race, so everyone's looking forward to it.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's racing in his back garden, right? So it's going to be very special for him, I guess. And you always want to do something extra in front of your home crowd. All sponsors being around, friends, family being around. So yeah, he's got the experience on the track, and he's been slightly unlucky, I think, this year. So hopefully luck will turn his way in Singapore, and we'll be able to literally bring home a good result.
Yeah, of course, Yuey. I mean, anybody that's Singaporean, you know, I mean, racing in your own Grand Prix, and in your home country is always special, particularly so there. And I think Yuey's particularly patriotic, and so, you know, there's another element for him. He has huge support in Singapore. He's very well known. He's a character that's larger than life.
I guess it's probably a two-sided thing. It's his home race, which probably adds pressure, and pressure works in funny ways. But I think Yuey generally does well on the street tracks. He likes driving them, so he should have a good shot at having a good result.
Yuey had a good race last year, and he is familiar with the track. I can see that he practiced in simulators for hundreds of times. He have a big power in his heart and very strong to win. That's one point I think I should learn from him.
It must be amazing to have the Singapore Grand Prix as one of your home races. It's always a wonderful feeling to have your friends and family around you at a race, and obviously your sponsors and all those kinds of things. But being then on this massive international stage and something that's such a spectacle as the Singapore Grand Prix, I can imagine would be fantastic. So he'll be hoping for an amazing race.
Expect a much stronger Yuey this year for his Singapore GP, and it's his home race, so I think he has to do well.
It's been a great season so far, and with the Singapore Grand Prix, it's only getting better.